Well, people. Arsenal 3, Real Madrid 0. Unfucking-leavable. Where the fuck did that come from? Absolutely buzzing, amazing performance. We're going to get into it in the video, but oh my God, this has got to be one of the best nights in Europe that we've had for possibly ever. It's absolutely unbelievable. Before we get into it, people, though, as always, make sure you're smashing that like button, subscribing to the channel, keeping it here for all things Arsenal, wherever you are in the world. Let's get into it, people. Utterly shocked. Just... if any of you would have watched that performance against Everton on the weekend, you'd have thought, this is just like fucking night and day. Unbelievable. It was absolutely shit on the weekend. Absolutely shit. And then they put in a performance like this. It's just a madness. An absolute madness. What an unbelievable day. I don't know about you guys, but I was absolutely buzzing. Like, from the morning to the evening, it was just, the excitement was building. One of those just special nights that you just dream of playing in Europe. As I've said before, if you want to be the best, you've got to beat the best. So these are the games that you want to be playing in, and I was just so excited. I've got to be honest and real about it. I was not in the slightest bit optimistic about a result in this game. I know a lot of people were, and fair play to them, but certainly I was not one of them. I mean, I was looking beforehand at the injury situation at Real Madrid. I was watching a few online videos of Real Madrid fans saying how many players they got out, first team players. And it is bad, to be fair. People like to shame me. But if you look at the team that they put out, I mean, if they've got 5 first team players out, then their fucking squad is unbelievable. I mean, when that team lineup came out, I was just like, this is an utter madness, an absolute madness. And then, of course, our lineup, no surprises really that Saka comes back in. He's obviously been teasing that for the last couple of weeks, Arteta. And yeah, so he got his start. Timber came back in at right back. So really no surprises on the team sheet. Perfectly happy with that. And the way the game started, it was really open. I was actually quite surprised at how open it was. And there was a couple of, should I say, loose passes in the defence that nearly led to Mbappe being in on a couple of occasions. But he fluffed his lines. To be honest, when that happened, I was worried, people. I've got to be honest. I was thinking, man, this is really open. And what with Vinicius Jr., Mbappe up there, I was worried, I've got to say. But then, slowly, we just seemed to dominate the game, control the game in many ways. I was really surprised. Saka, I still don't think he's fully fit, but my God, Alaba, I really like that player. But he had him on fucking toast, man. He was all over the place, and the amount of times he just, did a quick turn, got past his man, put a cross in the first half. He did it on a few occasions, and we were just crying out for somebody to be on the end of it. He put in a good cross for Declan Rice, who then had a nice header saved by Courtois. And then he parried it out to Martinelli, who had a good effort, and he blocked that as well. But other than that, there wasn't really many chances in the first half. You felt that we had a control in the game, if not a massive threat, but we were controlling the game. And then, well, second half happens, and again, I was kind of expecting a bit of a reaction from Real Madrid to actually come out a bit more positive in the second half and create a bit more, but it just didn't happen, and we just seemed to stifle them and control the game, and I was just so impressed. And then, again, Saka gets away from Alaba. Alaba hacks him down outside the box, and it was probably just right of centre, a good 25, even pushing 30 yards out. And what was amazing about this is that, so Saka's obviously involved, and Declan Rice, and I was like, isn't this Ødegaard that usually takes these free kicks and just floats them over the bar? So I was fully expecting Ødegaard to step up. So I was quite surprised when I saw Rice standing over the ball. And then next thing you know, my God, it was just a fucking Roberto Carlos-esque free kick. It was just brilliant. Whipped around the wall. I mean, he got so much bend on this ball and so much pace that it just flew past Courtois. And I was like, oh my God, this is just amazing. We've actually got somebody who can score a free kick. I can't remember the last time in open play that we got a free kick. I'm pretty sure it was against Burnley and Ødegaard, but I mean, this was amazing. And then we get a free kick to the left now, and this is even further out, people. I swear this has got to be 30, 35 yards. And you know when you watch players in the warm-up or in training, and they're literally whipping balls in, top bins, and the rest of it, and you know there's like no pressure on the ball, they look like fucking Messi every time. It's just, yeah, it just seems to be completely different in that kind of setting. But this is what he did. I don't know if he was just clearly buzzing and ultra confident, because he just stepped up to the ball, again with a bit of whip, but pace, top bins. I couldn't believe it. I nearly fell off my fucking chair. I could not believe it. And 2-0 to Arsenal. It was just amazing. I mean, couldn't dream of a better result at this point than what we were getting. It was just unbelievable. And to top it off, I am going to be positive about Mikel Merino. I mean, he didn't put a foot wrong, to be fair. And the goal that he took, I thought was magnificent. It was such a brilliant finish. Ball in from the left. He was actually going back out of the box, and he got his left foot to it and bent it into the corner, again giving Courtois no chance. A lovely side-footed pass into the corner, and it was 3-0. And at this point, I honestly was kind of thinking, is this going to be one of those games where it's like 4-5? I was just absolutely flying at this point. Like I said at the start of the video, who'd have thought this? We were diabolical against Everton. I mean, I just don't know what happens. If you look at our Premier League form and the Champions League form this season, it's a complete contrast, a complete and utter contrast. And I can't praise them enough for last night. It was an absolutely magnificent performance against a top-tier European team at the cutting edge of the competition, so quarterfinals. It was just unbelievable. And, you know, if you look back at the Champions League season as a whole, then, you know, we did brilliantly in the league phase. We've obviously gone on since then. PSV, the 7-1 performance. And then this, it's just fucking crazy. It really is. I was a bit worried, I have to say, when Saka came off. He clearly, like I said, he isn't fully fit. And even not being fully fit, look at what he adds to the team. It's just unbelievable. And when he was walking off, I thought, is he walking off gingerly? 73 minutes he came off. But, you know, hopefully, let's face it, wrap him up in cotton wool, forget the league games. Let's just focus on the next leg against Real Madrid and keep him fit for that, for God's sake. Camavinga was sent off towards the end. There really isn't a lot to say about Madrid. You'll notice through most of this video, it's just all being Arsenal, Arsenal, Arsenal. And of course, this is an Arsenal fan channel, so it's going to be. But they really did very little. We not only were we brilliant and we won 3-0, but we just controlled and dominated that game. They did very, very little. And Camavinga picked up a booking. Then he stupidly kicked the ball away. So he ended up, being sent off. I mean, it was towards the end anyway. It didn't really make any difference. But of course, he will now miss the second leg. So again, more good news for us. I don't really want to be negative about anything. I would say, though, Ødegaard, again, he could take a leaf out of Rice's book because, as always, I can't fault his effort. But I don't know, man. He's just lost it this season. Completely lost it. Again, really offered very little yesterday and gave the ball away a few times. It's hard to criticise any of them because, you know, as a team performance, it was magnificent. I've got to point it out because I think it's fairly obvious at the moment that he's proper struggling. Partey, as always, just so solid in the middle of the park. He was amazing. I just so don't want him to go. I really don't. I think he's just fucking brilliant in that position. Absolutely love him. But yeah, Rice was, of course, my man of the match. Not only for the goals, but his drive going forward. He found himself a number of times in that second half, particularly in space, taking the ball and just driving that team forward. A bit Patrick Vieira-esque. So absolutely buzzing for him. Going into the next leg, got to be positive. I would have loved, don't get me wrong, to see 4 or 5, but as it stands, 3 is more than whatever I thought we could get. So I'm probably being really greedy there. But yeah, listen, it's not over yet. Real Madrid, we know what they're about, and especially at this cutting edge of the competition, back at the Bernabéu, they're gonna be at it. So we need to be at our very, very best. But we put ourselves in an absolutely fantastic, fantastic position. So let's just pray, people, that we can just do the business over there and get into the semi-final. And how amazing would that be? I mean, this is brilliant. This is fucking brilliant. As always, I'm interested to know what you guys think. Are you confident going into the next leg? Who was your man of the match? And do you agree with me? Should we be wrapping Saka up now in cotton wool, bubble wrap, whatever you can think of? Sack off the Premier League games. I mean, I'm not saying that we completely write off the Premier League, of course, because the way that we're playing, I really think that we could struggle to get second. However, this, of course, has got to be our focus and our priority, particularly after last night and that brilliant performance. Let's just fucking nail this competition for once. Let me know in your comments. And as always, make sure you're smashing that like button, sticking here and subscribing to all of the Arsenal news wherever you are in the world. As always, I'm just waffling. But thank you very much for being here. I'm very, very happy right now. Let's enjoy this. Let's enjoy this moment.